Tell me a little bit about, your your journey to normalize the mental health conversation. Because you do
Yeah,
that so well through your book, and I know you wanna do that for other people, and it's just such a huge conversation out there right now. Um,
yeah. As I've been traveling around talking about the book and doing interviews, I've actually discovered my purpose of why I wrote the book, which was I reached a breaking point in my life in 2018 to where I gave up on myself. Right, the voices that were internal became so loud and overbearing. I didn't want to hear them anymore. And after a failed attempt at taking my life, I woke up and had to look myself in the mirror, and that shame was real. So, you fast forward to now, my whole purpose for writing this book was to understand how I got to that point. I had to unpack the past. I had to look at how I was raised, how I was brought up, how my professional career really aided in that mindset, how I got to a breaking point. What happened? And the reflection, the discovery has been so powerful. I've learned that my story's not for me. My story's meant to be shared. I need to share my truth. I need to share my vulnerability with other people to make them feel less alone, to feel less crazy. For the longest time, I felt crazy, and I would never share it because I didn't want to be labeled. I didn't want to be judged. I definitely didn't want to end up, on a 72-hour hold.
mhm,
So to not share those things but keep them internal, eventually that's going to break. And I held it for many, many years, right? Those walls were so thick, they were so high. I realized how alone I was on the other side of that wall. And, now as I talk about my story and I share my journey, because it is a constant journey, right? Every day has to be a choice. Every day has to be a decision. As I keep moving forward, I'm sharing this message, and I'm hearing people go, "Thank you, me
yeah,
too." And that's what it's about, right? Because I've discovered that I want joy in life. I don't want happiness. Happiness is external. It comes from outside of the body. Joy happens internally, and to find joy for me is to work and help other people. That's why I find the most joy in my life. So I'm pursuing that, and as I help other people and I kind of work alongside them, i'm just i'm I'm getting a lot more out of life than I was when I was just pursuing myself.